Hello everybody, welcome back, and yeah. So yeah, we're going back to Doki Doki, and yeah, this is really fun. Natsuki! Hello. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Excuse me? That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get a smack? Bring it, Natsuki. I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I like it! That was awesome! Yeah, I told you that you wouldn't like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Yeah. If you guys haven't already noticed, I really do have a speech impediment, and it sucks. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of a poem, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make you a message and less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone you greet things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand, but the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out feelings in the last line. I can see that. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learnt something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humour her with the last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. Yuri! As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exponential. What was that? Did I say something out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Hang on! Whoa! Who said I was going to hate you? Hi, Luca. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary imagine if metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at the poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned how to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise is new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both styles and their expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's something you can be blamed. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny, as after all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Right, ghosts of fuck. Sorry, my reading skills are shit and I can't read it. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Nope, I just can't read. Well, can't read that well. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. Well, I just don't read scriptive very often. I can't read scriptive, so fuck me sideways. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Skies. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell simple stories or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you guys. Me too. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, then there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Natsuki and Yuri. They gently exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As if they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows are furrowed in frustration, while Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language, eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can it be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Skies did too. Leave me out of it, woman! So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect to change anything soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Skies liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Oh God! maybe you're just jealous that Skies appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Keep me out of this! I'm innocent in this! Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No! If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't one whose boobs are magically grew a size bigger as soon as Skies started showing up. Wait, what? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Skies! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to us, guys. Wait! Don't get me involved! I'm innocent in this! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, guys? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up the words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! Oh god, but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when Why can't I get my words out? How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Skies. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Oh god, what? Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki, your poems, they're really amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri, whose poems and Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same size they've always been. Big and beautiful. Sayori! Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I think this just works! Sayori for the win! Praise Sayori! Oh god! Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organise things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Sayori's boobs! Oh god! And Yumi's boobs are the same as ever. Big and beautiful. It's like, oh god. I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be airheaded, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? Oh, I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. She's genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Oh god. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Skies, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Guys, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I love her. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion on that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Skies, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. More poems, yay! Okay, horror. Cage. Tears. Game. Universe. own. Well, when anime. And flee. This is such a cool game. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable, however, over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hey, Scott! Hi, guys! Yo, Sayori! Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your pure purse, Sayori? Well, why is that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned on conveniently forgetting that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just that sometimes in my book. Yuri! Tell Skies to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That revolution. Viva la revolution. I guess that's a little devil inside me. There's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on. Give me more credit than that, Sayori. Kia! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was a cookie? Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I made my restitution? Retribution! Actually, that one almost worked. I was going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worthy your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a bite. But she's so good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. Bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite out of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm still really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around hers. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayori's offer. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Oh God! Sayori! Why? Mouthful. Sayori trots off away to safety. Yori and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She probably is more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Not at all. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? I bet she doesn't have one. What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Well, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? Oh god, I'm gonna be up to 3 episodes soon with this. I won't let you down, Sky. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapades. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's here has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to a bug and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm tired. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Could you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri's hands me the water pitcher and she fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk as well. We'll go get water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I was about to say in the teacher's desk. I simply watch her for a moment. To my surprise... crap! To my surprise, the way she moves really her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realised how weird it sounded to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Sky in the club activities? My mouth's agape. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Sky. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Bitch! Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Nothing! No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. So guys, how come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns light rain showers into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? A friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Guys, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyways, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the pitcher, we return to the classroom. Guys, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. She sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less than I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins to measure the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I was deciding that I would try to express myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Skies. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I didn't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Guys, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's just a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall and rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have a back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. Boobs! It's more because of your boobs, isn't it, Yuri? It's because of your boobs. I'm gonna end the episode soon. I'm really tired and I want to sleep. Fair enough. Go right ahead. I'll get to a point where I can stop and take a break. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolates, candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy fader. I take it since it's go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups on our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading posture as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides close until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's been less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, it's hard. That's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri isn't noticing a single thing. She's aware her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the words around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. Briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged on the page. You're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opened the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on the top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply pops her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Oh. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Her expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... She looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Guys? Sorry! I guess I should have done that. And that's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that fans do. Right? I mean, not really in that kind of context, but sure, why the fuck not? Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. And you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her eyes. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her heartbeat. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parted her lips, but this time it's different. I take the chocolate and place it into her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Fuck! Yuri jolts back. Fuck! It's time to share poems! Sky, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Well, that was awkward. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hesitantly clean up without much of a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Let's go with Sayori. Ooh, I like this one, Sky. It has a nice feeling in it. I'm glad. Does this mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. It makes me feel things. Then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try to give it some thought? Ah. Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy, sad, happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and makes it into a happy, nice rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings. After all, thanks, guys. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? I pop off my scale like a lid of a jar of cookies. I'm just way too tired to do this right now. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Okay, I need to save. I'm too tired and I'm going to leave it there. So this is the end of this, guys. So I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.